New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
I saw myself getting a lot of retweets yesterday. But I didn't realize Louis said it was trending.
Yeah.
The Twitterverse was just angry. Well, not everybody. I tweeted, I said, Eminem treats rap how black folks have to treat life. Be 5 times better, work 5 times harder than everyone, and still not necessarily get respect. Some people, clearly, like some of the early tweets I got, it was, this makes complete sense. I told you about it. And then there was people, how dare you compare black people's struggle to this privileged white rapper who admittedly says he wouldn't be as popular if he wasn't white. And I said, we're not talking about popularity. We're talking about respect. Don't confuse success and respect. There are people who will fix their lips to say that Eminem is a whack rapper. You may not like what he talks about. You may not like the sound of his voice. You may not like his music, which I would debate is probably because he's white and it's racial anyway. But let's assume it's not. You just don't like it. It's not for you. His skill set as a rapper, the fact that he has, if he is privileged, and he is, the fact that he cares this much about being great in hip-hop and being respected, the entire album that he just put out, shouting out the greats.
And he's been doing that.
Paying homage. Flexing his rap skill, not just putting he could make a Rihanna, what's the one where the bed was on fire?
Love the Way You Lie.
Whatever it is. Which I don't even like those songs. They're just, whatever. But he still gets out here and gets to these bars and skill. He doesn't have to do that.
I guess
he does that because he loves hip-hop. And the fact that he works that hard to love something, and there are people out there that would fix their lips, and it's mostly because he's white. The disdain people have for Eminem is mostly because he's white. Yeah, he's put out some whack albums, but what name our greats that haven't put out whack albums over a period of time?
Yeah, I'll wait.
They've all done it. They all got whack albums. Periods of whackness. Eminem cares so much about hip-hop. He put out a letter yesterday. He didn't need to put that letter out. Now, it was probably promo. His album's going to be number 1 again, whatever it is, blah, or it's about to be announced number 1. I don't know how it works. But nonetheless, being number 1, being successful doesn't mean you have respect.
My only question for you is, I don't know who the people are who don't respect him. I think he's one of the most respected.
So what, you think I'm wrong?
I think that, no, I liked what your take was, because I do think that's how Eminem treats hip-hop, and he does go extra hard, and he does rep for the culture extra. I think he's always done the extra stuff, and I appreciate that deeply, but I just think everyone already respects him. I don't know who's out there who does not respect Eminem. Like you said, he may not be your favorite, but if anyone thinks they know anything about hip-hop and fixes their lips to say that Eminem's not one of the nicest ever, you instantly know they don't have a credible opinion in hip-hop.
Right. But I have heard people say, I don't like Eminem. And
I'm okay with don't like. You can don't like who you want. People don't like a lot of great people. There are people who don't like Jay. Mm-hmm. But to say...
But you will respect him.
Yeah, to say that people don't respect, I mean, I think it was a good trolly tweet, and that's why, e-troll or troll bro, that's why this is what makes it great, makes people react. But I don't know who out there doesn't respect Eminem.
Is it a false, was it an exaggeration to say he's 5 times better? Yes.
You didn't say 5 times better. Didn't you say works 5 times harder?
I don't know. I forget.
I think you said he works 5 times harder.
All right, this is what
you
said.
Here's
what you said.
Here's what you said.
He said Eminem treats rap how black folks have to treat life. Be 5 times better, work 5 times harder than everyone, and still not necessarily get respect.
So you're not saying he's in fact 5 times better, though he is than most, but you're saying that's his attitude.
Yeah.
So I think it was a great comp by you. Of course, people then get sensitive and go,
well, because I brought up black folks struggle.
Yeah, well, you brought up black folks and Eminem, so people are instantly going to look for a reason to be mad about it, not listen to what you're saying.
But that's why I did
Well, that's why you're e-troll.
Because, and here's the point. Eminem operates in a space that's dominated by black folks, and he's had to pay his dues, be made fun of, be second guessed. And, guess what? That's just how it works. Black folks have to do that every single day. And he's also had to prove himself over and over and over again. You know what black folks still have to do right now in America? We still having to prove ourselves all the time.
Well, that's what made it a good comparison. The biggest difference is, and I can relate to this on some level, the difference is when you're a white person in hip hop, you're opting in.
Yes.
Black people have to do that every day to live life in America.
That's right.
No option.
That's right. Preach,
I could complain to you about this, the breaks I don't think I get and the benefits of the doubt I don't get. But guess what? I'm opting to choose with my privilege to be involved in hip hop. So I can't sit here and cry when people all go, "Shut up, Rosenberg. You know what you're talking about." So same with Eminem, but he's not crying that way at all. You said for him. He has to do that. He's never asked for that. In fact, on Dear White America, he talks about how much white people embraced him, and he knows that the money came from that. But the fact is, what makes Eminem great, he didn't want that. He wanted the respect from black culture. That's what Eminem cared about.
Son.
So that's what makes him so iconically great is he cares about what matters. He didn't care just when all those basically Dear White America, which was a long time ago, is a big middle finger to all the white people who don't really know what he's about. And that's why every time he gets in front of a microphone, he takes the opportunity to shout out G-Rap. And, he shouted out X-Clan and Intelligent, everyone. He just shouts out everyone. He shouted out DJ Evil D. He put Young M.A. on the album. He just does it.
When people do that, when Eminem does that at his where he's at in the game, what hip hop did for a lot of us that came up in the late 80s and 90s was if you didn't have access to the information, the knowledge, you learned it in the music, the sampling of the records, the references in the lyrics. Hopefully, when Eminem talks about these things, people go do the research on who they are and why they're important to Eminem.
Interestingly, that's why I've been throwing up videos on my Instagram where I play all this music from artists because I realize we shout them out all the time.
Don't make this about yourself.
No, I'm saying, but it's hard. People aren't going to do that. Let's just be real. They're not going. When M says shouts to X-Clan, kids listening are going, let me Google X-Clan and listen. It's a nice thought. I don't think they actually do it. M's trying. He's doing the best he can, but people don't want to put in that work. And by the way, Ebro, listen, I am welcomed. I would love to hear from someone who doesn't respect Eminem. I would love to hand them their ass.
Who don't respect him for sure.
Okay. Well, good luck with all that. I want to hear the argument you have.
Well, let's get some calls. 800-223-9797.
You don't respect Eminem. This is like when we say when the Hove haters call. Just call up and tell us why you hate Hove.
First and foremost, you should never compare this man's career to black people. That was dead wrong.
It was an analogy. It wasn't a comparison. It was an analogy.
I understand, sir. I understand that, but you shouldn't have done that. You should have just deleted the tweet afterwards. Once you heard everybody getting upset about it, you should have just deleted it afterwards. Secondly, people put Eminem on such a high pedestal, and it's been like that for years, and that's why people dislike this man because they put him above Tupac, Biggie, or any of the greats. They put him on top of everybody, and that's why people don't like him.
Well, who puts them on top of those people? And I mean, and in what category?
These are Eminem fans. There's a huge Eminem fan base. Trust and believe me. I don't even have Twitter.
Of course.
I just don't have.
He's a successful white guy. There's a huge fan base.
No, but that's ridiculous. First of all the people who would ever get mad to say that Biggie doesn't get his. Biggie dropped 2 albums and is widely regarded nonstop as the greatest of all time. The idea that you'd be sitting around sad that M gets his props is ridiculous to me. Go ahead.
No, but
who cares what Eminem fans think? If you were to talk to Insane Cloud Posse fans, they think they're number one.
I don't care about what Eminem. I would care about his body of work.
Listen, but do you respect him as an MC?
I respect him as an MC. Why? Because he is lyrically nice. I give him that all day long.
And by the way,
let's flip this around.
Here's the point. Here's the point of the tweet. The point of the tweet is you can acknowledge and respect this man's skill set. You can acknowledge and respect what this man does to be a part of our culture, the hip-hop culture that was created by black folks, that is dominated by black folks. He works overtime to have respect in that. And we still fix our lips. Let me finish, bro. We still fix our lips to have disdain for this guy because of how society exalts him because of his skin color. And we take that out on him. Man. That's why I sent the tweet. because the same things that happen in society, they happen to different groups for different reasons. And until we start acknowledging that, we're not going to make the amount of progress that we think we're going to make.